If you run a B2B business and you are looking for a systematic way to win qualified leads and clients online, then the most important part you need to get right, even before you implement your funnel or start with cold outreach, is to understand your B2B lead generation KPIs. And in this video, I will show you the exact KPIs that you need to monitor from your first contact down to the purchase across your whole funnel, so that you know what you need to optimize for if your lead generation funnel is delivering profitable leads, or if it is just wasting and burning your money, which unfortunately most B2B lead generation systems and funnels do. Now, let's start first of all with the structure. You can only understand your B2B lead generation KPIs if you have a fixed structure. Because the KPIs, what they basically mean, they show you the conversion rate from one step in your funnel to the next step. And if you don't know your steps in the funnel, then you cannot measure and plan your lead generation KPIs. So in this diagram that you see here, I show you the structure. Then I show you the target KPIs for your funnel. And then we will switch to a sales funnel simulator, where I will show you exactly why these are the B2B lead generation KPIs I use as a benchmark to grow my own businesses and help many clients to do that with the power of AI and microtests. Because here's a quick hint. Just knowing these KPIs won't get you clients. Of course, you need to implement a system or a funnel that delivers these KPIs. And knowing these KPIs is the first step as kind of an implementation milestone to implement that system progressively from the first KPI to achieving the next KPI to achieving the next KPI. Right? Don't do the mistake that most B2B business owners do. They just build a website that looks nice, has the newest technology, and then they just run ads from Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, Instagram, or TikTok, hope that they get conversions, but in the end they don't get it, and they don't know even why. And if you don't know why you don't get any conversions, then it's hard to impossible to fix that. So let's start with the B2B lead generation KPIs through this funnel. And it doesn't matter which channel you use. Which channel you use to reach your perfect target audience. It can be phone calls. It can be contacting people on exhibitions if you find the right people there. It can be email outreach. It can be LinkedIn outreach. It can be Facebook, Google, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, anything. Any channel. And the only criteria is how efficient can you reach your audience? And that's the first KPI. That's the cost per 1,000 contacts, or in short words, CPM. And that is an important metric because everything else down this funnel is determined by this number. How much do you pay for bringing your message in front of 1,000 of the right people? That's your cost per 1,000 impressions, your CPM. So that's the first thing. And that heavily varies per channel. Of course, if you send emails or do phone calls, it is just the cost of the person doing that, the hourly rate divided by how many messages the person can send out per hour. So that's your kind of CPM. You can calculate that based on this number. For Facebook and other paid ad platforms, the CPM is determined by how many other advertisers actually target your audience. It's an auction system. The more other marketeers want to sell their stuff to your audience, the more you pay. Easy as it is. So, and we will see how the CPM impacts your overall profitability of your funnel in this generator, because here we start with the CPM and then we break it down to cost per lead, cost per, etc. Okay? But let's look at the structure first. So here are the channels: email, Google, or YouTube. SEO is also a channel. And in SEO, you just pay up front because you have to produce all the content and optimize it. But once your content ranks on Google or other search engines and it brings you traffic, you have a huge leverage because you don't pay for that traffic anymore. You add an upfront investment, but then you get traffic if the search engine likes you and your content. And then here you have outreach and Facebook and social ads. I typically start with social ads on Facebook because the algorithm is the best. It has a lot of capabilities and functions to automate your testing and the whole setup of your funnel. It has all the metrics you need, and it's easiest to set up. So then when you get traffic from any of these sources, first you want to bring these people to a landing page. That's typically your opt-in page. And your opt-in page should convert minimum 15% of visitors into a lead. A lead is a person that gives you first name, last name, and email address at least. And then you store this contact data into your CRM, your customer relationship management system, because that's a central database of all leads, prospects, clients, and people that engage with your business. And from the CRM, you can target people and reach people by email, which is for free. So once you have the contact data, you don't have to advertise, or you don't have to pay money to advertise to them anymore, because email is a free channel. You own it. You don't depend on these other platforms. Okay, so 15% conversion rate. Before we move down into the funnel, let's have a look at the KPIs you need to achieve in this channel other than the CPM. There is the click-through rate. For example, in email, there are two metrics, two KPIs. The one is the open rate. You should get minimum 30%. That means 30% of people that get your email should open it, right? And that's the first conversion, because if nobody opens your email, how should they read it? How should they click? And how should they go down in the funnel? There is no way. And the main thing that decides about your open rate is your headline in the email, your subject. Then the content of the email decides about your click-through rate. How many people that open the email click the link or reply or whatever action you want from them. And that should be minimum 5%, better 10. If you go on Google, the minimum click-through rate should be 3%, because on Google, people have already a high intention to search for something. If your click-through rate is too low, it means what you offer doesn't match their search intention. So you offer something they don't want, they are not looking for. And then the click-through rate is too low. On social, you basically do interruption marketing. And that means you interrupt people that scroll their feed by showing them something that catches their interest. And of course, that is much lower than on Google, where people have the intention to get a solution for something they search for. On social, they are just getting hooked by your message, and 1% click-through rate is good. You can also achieve 2 or 3, but in the beginning, 1 is fine. Okay, so then you optimize for 15% conversion rate, and then you go down to the thank you page. On the thank you page, you should have another offer, which, for example, is a video showing them which service you can provide to get them the result that you promised them on the opt-in page much faster, with less effort, lower costs, and higher quality. And 80% that visited this thank you page after they gave you the contact data on the opt-in page, 80% should click this button to see the next offer. That's your either lead magnet delivery page or directly the service request page, right? In the beginning, I recommend to just bring them directly to your offer page where you present your full offer, and minimum 30% should request a call there if you have this funnel structure. Now that's everything you need to know, the KPIs and the whole structure to build a funnel. If you want to learn more about how to build an automated sales funnel and how the structure works, how you can use AI to speed that up and ultimately achieve these high conversion rates here, then below this video, there is also another link where you can opt in on such a page. You can basically see the whole funnel. And then you see a video showing you how you can use AI and microtests to build that funnel fast, accurately, and with high conversion rates. So let's look at the funnel simulator now to understand the exact B2B funnel lead generation KPIs that you need to hit and why you need to hit them. Let's say you advertise on Facebook and you pay 25 euro for 1,000 impressions. 1,000 people that see your ad, and you pay 25 euro for that. Now, your click-through rate should be 1%, as we said, and that means you pay €2.50 for a click. That's a okay price for Facebook ads. Then you want to optimize your opt-in page for 15% conversion rate, and then you pay €16 for a lead. Now it depends on how complex your product or service is, because that defines on how much education you need to add to your funnel so that your potential clients and leads understand the value of your offer. If they don't understand the value, if they don't know you, if they don't like you, then there is no way that they buy from you. That's the main thing that your funnel needs to do. That's the main function of a funnel. Making people interested, make them excited, educate them, make them like you, make them know you, and then make them contact you and then make them buy from you, right? And you cannot force them to do that, but your content and the value your content creates will ensure that these people go step by step through your funnel. And how efficient your funnel does that or your content does that is measured with these conversion rates. All right. I put here 100%. If I skip this step, we don't need it, right? So what I do is here, I remove this lead magnet delivery page and we bring people from the thank you page right to the service request page. So then in this case, let's say 15% became a lead and then 80% they view this sales page or service request page. And then that means you pay 20 euro for a person that is interested in your offer, which we call a qualified lead, right? So they are interested in what you offer and they spend some time on your service request page. That's the next step. If they don't spend time there, you cannot convince them from the offer and then there is no way that they contact you, right? That's why every step really matters and you need to measure the conversion step using the KPIs of your B2B lead generation funnel to understand how efficient everything works and where you need to optimize. If your ad is not yet delivering 1%, then optimize your ad. If your opt-in page is not delivering 15% conversion rate, then optimize your opt-in page, right? Makes total sense. Don't work on that if you didn't achieve this milestone. You cannot jump over steps, otherwise it makes you very confused and it gets very inconsistent. All right. So then on your service request page, 5% is pretty low, but 10 to 15 or even 20% should book a call with you, right? And that defines how much you pay for a call. Then 70% should show up in the call. Some others might get distracted, life comes in between, or they don't like it anymore. That's why they don't attend in the call. 70%, and then you close 30 to 40%, and that's how you pay 1,488 euro for a client. Is that profitable? Well, that depends on another very important KPI in your B2B lead generation funnel, which is the profitability of your offer. And that is only defined by the price for how much you sell your offer and then the cost for fulfillment. Now, that is a huge leverage because look at it like this. Here, you make money. Now, if your delivery process is too inefficient because you only depend on manual work, or you have too many failures, or there is no clarity and people doing work again and again because the quality is not good enough, or the client doesn't pay because you delivered too late. There are all kinds of things that cause friction and inefficiencies in the service delivery. And another word for friction is cost. So if your costs are too high, for example, you pay 1,500 euro to deliver revenue of 2,500 euro, then your funnel loses money. And that is not a problem of the funnel here. That is a problem of inefficient service delivery that eats your profits faster than you can earn them. Now, of course, you could tweak your funnel and say, okay, then I want 1.30% click-through rate and I reduce my cost per lead. That reduces your losses also, but a very high leverage is just deliver more efficiently when your funnel already delivers results within these KPI benchmarks. And you should never install or implement a funnel just without a strategy, without a funnel model, because otherwise it's like driving a car with closed eyes. It's deadly. You would not do that. And I hope you would not build a funnel without knowing these KPIs and tracking them to improve constantly. So now you know the exact B2B lead generation KPIs that you need to know. You saw the exact structure of your funnel to be able to measure these KPIs, and you see this model. Now, if you want to start and you are interested in getting a sales funnel simulation with a revenue and profit simulation showing you exactly when you are break even, how much money you can make with that funnel and what's your profit potential, then we are offering this for free. The first step is if you click the link below this video, you can sign up and see how you can use AI and microtests to build such an automated B2B lead generation funnel. And then in the next step, we can meet and create such a sales system simulation for you. And if you see there's a huge opportunity and you want to implement it without figuring out everything yourself, then you can do that together with us using our AI funnel generator and our microtesting methodology. I hope that helped you. If you like that, just click subscribe to our channel, like this video, leave a comment if you have open questions, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Cheers and happy scaling.